my apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the Amnestoas are safe and well. I'll presently send them back to their space, if you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you'll see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creatures slip away again. By the 14. He got in trouble. He got in trouble. I bet we can attune to this one. We couldn't attune to the other one, though, could we? Because we left that area before we had the chance to attune to it. What? Gemstone trader. We got gemstones for them. And what have we here? Me. Hi. Okay, bye. This location this would make a fine location for the rearing of aquatic creatures. That's what you have all the other pools though for, right? No? I've decided to open a shop to keep my little creation fed. My wondrous wares can be yours for the right amount of bicolored gemstones. Yes, very good, very good. All of our bicolored gemstones that we do nothing with. Oh, this is a huge area. Misopsis euros. Misopsis euros. Ethoceleticos. Ethoceleticos. Boreas. Calamelios. Zephyros. Philomythus notus. Philomythus notus. I've talked to most NPCs. Is there an NPC I forgot to talk to? You can talk to them on the way back out. Oh, we did miss Blast. Ah, blast it. We missed Blast. No, we've tried to hit most of the NPCs. My role here, I specialize in the observation of flora. Some of the largest species, such as trees and so forth, continue to grow over the course of many centuries, which requires a great deal of patience on my part. Thankfully, I'm quite content to spend my days in these idyllic surroundings. Oh, we didn't talk to those NPCs. Man, we've talked to Emmett Selk so much. Do we really need to talk to him more? Do we really need to talk to him more, huh? Ah, the bird on the cage. We got a bird loose. Oh, I love the blue sword and shield too. It even glows. So shiny with a feather motif. It's excellent. While Emmett Selk has been accommodating so far, he is the one who has business with Hermes. If you wish to attend, you'll have to ask his permission. Ooh. We'll have to hide the chat. Well, let's see here. We gotta do a proper bow. And then we gotta show him that we too are able to eat eggs. Because they're the best. Would you like to share an egg, Emmett Selk? No, no? Okay, well, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're a very complicated familiar. We can eat eggs and everything.
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways.
Oh, I guess we're not allowed to stay then.
We will
Sorry,
be
Emmett.
discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins.
Well, what if I pantomime my origins, and then you make a guess, and then we say, yes, it's definitely us. Will that work? Aw, you made the Jake familiar sad.
What? Will I have to remove you by force?
I prefer you not. I have important things to say to him as well. There are reasons I cannot speak freely. He's gonna be like, well, just tell him afterwards. You don't have to tell him right now. The reasons I cannot speak freely. But you care about those sus reasons? How about that? Yeah, there are reasons I cannot speak freely. Everyone's got to keep secrets for some reason. There are reasons I cannot speak freely. You have secrets too.
Then, these reasons of yours, who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
Well, because if I told you, it would destroy the fabric of reality, so, you know, it seems like a really important reason to not say it.
I do not object to his attendance.
Oh, hi, Hermes.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
We're pretty good about being irregular.
But I believe he can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to him so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
I'll do my best. I normally don't talk all that much. I guess it's good that we're wearing the shield and sword from here. It helps us to blend in a little bit more.
So, it's finally happened then.
Oh, is this the beginning of the final days?
Van Daniel has declared his intention to step down.
Oh.
And named you as his preferred successor.
Remember, Fandaniel is just a title, and that's where Hermes then steps in and takes over the Fandaniel title.
Of your knowledge and your works, the Convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who
Hey,
does not know you
Mamita.
personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the Convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words.
It's weird to hear that voice speaking in such a nice, nonchalant way when we've heard that voice speak some very interesting statements before.
What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Fandaniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance.
The life of Atheris.
In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world.
They did say they had finite lives, but it also sounds like they live for a really long time if they so choose to.
And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just... I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no. I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteion outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Lalaki has taken our seat. That's all right. Lalaki, you oversee these proceedings. Let me know if they say anything important, all right? Forgive me. I'll make it up to you, I promise. It's no big deal. Most would jump at the chance to serve in the Convocation. And yet... He didn't say no to stepping in. Don't mind us, my friend. Please tend to Meteion. Lovava, you keep everybody in order, please. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Jake. I didn't mean a walk? Perhaps we can go for a walk?
Do we go through these doors? No? Okay. Do we go through these doors? No? Okay. Do we go upstairs? Is there anything upstairs? Ah. Interesting. Very interesting building design. They just added all of that to add some extra flair. Oh, it's very blue out here now. I guess this is nighttime with the stars in the sky. I need to change the camera so I can see where the light's coming from.
Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me.
Very empathetic.
But don't worry, I'm fine now. So why did you come here?
Well, we're trying to learn what we can about Elpis.
You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Oh, teach you I can. I can teach you. We can take turns. I'll tell you something, then you tell me something.
Sounds like a bother. You little monster, you little brat. That sounds like fun, sure. We don't want to upset her.
It will be, it will be. Where to start? Yes. Let's talk to Memnon. He should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is, so I'll have him explain instead.
She's now accompanying you. Aww.
Come on, Meteion.
Let's go. The little feather tail flapping. It looks like a little cape. Memnon. What about the Aetheryte?
Ah, the Aetheryte. Anyone can use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere. Not to the ground or the other isles. For that, you need teleporters. Oh, and permission.
Oh, okay. So that's to, like, go down to the, like, star ground, right? They were talking about returning to the star? Or maybe there just is a ground. Maybe this is just a giant floating island. And yeah, it looks like it's just nighttime, except that this area is so bright that it's a daylight even at nighttime. Blue light.
What have we here?
Though you look like a person, you have the horns and scales of a beast. Oof! I gotta know what he refers to each of the different races as. So I would assume that, like, for Mikote, it's like the ears and fur of a beast. For Rodigan, I'm not sure, just because they're so big and tall. Lala's would be like, you're like a child.
I assume you are familiar, like Meteion. Is there something you need? This is Jake. Could you teach him about Elpis?
Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is he? Very well, I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to him. As you know, it's mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, for it would lead to chaos. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing, which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habitats might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they might have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it'll be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you, too, were created with the hope of making the star a better place. So heed your masters well and be good. Do you hear?
We will, Memnon, we will. Thanks for the lesson.
You had a turn. Now I get a turn. Oh boy. Where did you come from? From the Crystarium? From a place threatening a great threat? From a place far, far away. Memnon is right here. I don't know if he wants to hear. Definitely not Crystarium. I don't mind a place facing a great threat, even though they will probably just ask more questions about what great threat is being, it's under. But I do kind of like that answer, so. Lala's a toy? Really? That's awesome.
There's such a place? I had no idea. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power.
All right, so we gotta go find a creation not being watched. Extraordinary. It's not every day I see such a charming familiar. Why, I'd much rather observe a pretty little thing like you than all these brutish creatures everyone insists on making. I'm gonna assume she's talking about Meteion, not me. Charming little creature. Nothing to be repaired. Just wondered if he had something interesting to say about, I can repair you, not just your stuff. Going out for a stroll, are we? Oh, was there a conversation one back here that we missed? I think there was. Or is this the one that we already were at? I think this is the one we already were at, in case we missed it, probably, right? Discuss the aetherite. Yeah. So we need permission before we can go down to the ground. VR is probably the same thing. Ears of a beast. What if you're just a hearer? That's actually a really good question. I need Orwin to do it so that I can he can take a screenshot and I can see what they say. All right, so motionless bird. Oh, we're gonna talk to her first here. Discuss the Spriggans.
Spriggans? What are Spriggans?
These little creatures here. This is what I call them.
Oh no, we call them Oriai. If there's many, if it's just one, we say Orias. Though they're cute, they can be naughty. Sometimes they run off with concept crystals, and Hermes has to run after them.
And yet somebody decided that they were valuable enough to put down on the star, right? Someone. I wonder who that was. You're similar to us. So you're just fine.
Ooh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power.
Oh wait, we don't want her to read our mind. That would ruin everything. Its mind is ... That or discussing something super philosophical.
I can't read it.
Or maybe there's nothing to read? Yeah, exactly.
Wait, please, wait. I'll try again. With you this time.
That's not a very good... Oh, okay, all right. We're just like, yep, go for it. Yeah, read into the future.
Greetings. Can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intention, a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I am clumsy at speaking. Yet, though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that you share common traits with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in and leave me wanting to know more. Out of respect for your privacy, I'll refrain from using my power when speaking with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know that I wish to be your friend. That's so sweet. And that she respects our privacy too. Did you hear me? Heh, good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at?
Fighting, crafting, gathering, playing. It's a secret. Oh man. Yes, playing triple triad. I think that's our go. I would not say we're good at fighting, though we've gotten better. We have nothing that's high in crafting or gathering. We're definitely going to go with playing. Triple triad. Let's go. You got any cards?
Playing? I'm not sure what that means. Hermes says, let's play, but then he goes for a walk or looks at creations. It's fun, but no different from work.
Now the bird's staring at her. Flightless one. Staring into her soul.
I think we might be bothering it.
It's time to go.
Let's keep going. We'll go and see Euthne next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west row.
Dun, dun, doo, 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 doo. Come on, Meteion. I'll have to teach you how to play. Do you know about hide and seek? That's a good game that we could play. How funny would it be if you could just stop and be like, hey, Meteion, do you know triple triad? Talk. Do you have any learning games? Oh, okay. All right. Just a reminder of what we're supposed to be doing. Fine, fine, fine. What you looking at, Freya?
What shall we do next, my little ones? A spot of sunbathing, perhaps?
Playing with a little creature dancing around the water. If I was a good player, I'd remember what the name of the creature is. You gotta go this way.
Little dewdrop?
She is so precious. And the fact that she, like, a child would be like, nah, I'm gonna read all about you. Tell me all your deepest secrets. And she's like, no, those are yours. Just know that, yeah, I care. All right, when next you run into that bird, I'm making a pillow out of it. Open sesame. Oh, I see. The little lights on the door indicate whether it's locked or not. Nice. We have to check whether it's sittable. Take a seat, Steve, and read a book. See? We could be just like them. We're cool. We're an ancient too. It's totally fine. Here, Meteion, let me read you a story of my people. Once, way back in yon olden days. Oh, we got the children hanging out too. A little cup of tea. Oh, we stopped reading. I guess the reading story time is over. There we go. We got cats in the picture too. Get that cat out of the way. There we go. Thank you. Scared the cat off. Story time. Can we look at... Oh, we can. Nice. The book just dematerializes. That's hilarious. Oh, I got... clicking the wrong things because I wasn't highlighted on anything. Reads a verse of his book. It's a poetry book.
Well, well, if it isn't Meteion. I see you brought a friend today. Greetings, Yuante. An apple? Could you make me an apple? The kind that Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Jake. Oh, candied apple? Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Meteion. You weren't made to do so. But I like to do it. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes for your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon. I promise. She can't eat?
But what about all of the eggs we were going to share together?
I'm sorry, Jake. I wanted to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask about yours, but I failed.
Tell her what you like. Oh, definitely. We like all sorts of things.
Oh, that's what you like?
Let's see here. What would we tell her that we like? We like triple triad. Sure. We really like stories, and telling stories, and creating stories, and I really like coming up with really wild character concepts. That's why I really need to finish my book and do some stories and stuff, because it's really fun to come up with crazy characters. I have a whole sci-fi world that's got some pretty wacky characters, and I love it.
Yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Jake. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking too? Shall we go and see?
Aw, but I kind of liked our time together. I was hoping we'd get to do at least one more quest. Is there any more talking points around? Just those two? Aw. Our time together was so short. Ponder, warrant, cherish, welcome. Hear, feel, think. Oh. Their meeting is done. Excellent timing. 'Twas a refreshing constitutional, I hope? Constitutional. Yes, we made some amendments to the Constitution. What? Back already? Pity. A bit longer, he might have snuck away without you. Oh, what? No, that's no problem. No problem. That's definitely a fancier outfit, Karinika, than I have on. Definitely fancier. And a scary mask as well. There's no one here that likes triple triad, though. There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Meteion good. Jake wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught him. About this place, about my power, about your favorite food. I'm not sure if that last one will be of any use. Candied apples. I'll have to remember that one. But I do appreciate you keeping Meteion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emmet Selk and Hythlodaeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too? I'm compelled to remind you that he is in no way associated with the Convocation. We simply chanced to meet at the Propylaeon. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy his presence brings Meteion, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malicious intent. Jake is kind, really, truly. He taught me as much as I taught him. You're coming, of course, to watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. I kind of like that she's one of a kind, but it's also a little bit sad that it's like, oh, there's only one of her.